Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, today's Monday, which only means one thing. Today is update day. Now, in terms of last week, we are having very consistent update posts about things we're looking to change, refresh and remaster. The communication we've had from Jagex just from this year has been absolutely incredible. And we have some more things to go over in terms of what was released last week. So this is going to be another video we're going to do later in the week, but we've had another post about the Aura overhaul. I think this is the final one they're going to release. But also Dungeoneering, refresh and remaster. Dungeoneering, the skill, which has been out for 16 years now, is finally going to get a bit of a rehash. And going through the post, it looks like it might be a very big thing. As long as they don't mess around with tokens in terms of the other methods you can do it, so like elite dungeons, archaeology, as long as they improve the tokens from getting them from actually dungeoneering and do all the other things we look like doing, the cosmetic stuff, the graphics as well, and also some of the mechanics, it could be a fantastic update. Dungeoneering is still one of the most underrated skills in the game, and I think if they really focus upon that, it could be massive. However, we are here for today's update, which is going to be combat style refinements and the March marketplace drop. Now, we don't really care about the marketplace because what you can do is just become sandwich lady, which, yeah, great, whatever. But we'll cover it anyway as well. So the week ahead, and again, this is kind of tying in with what we did last week with some more posts. We've got even more posts about more stuff coming ahead, and these are going to be two big ones. So the first one we're going to have a look at is the player avatar, which will be later in the week. And this is going to be the first look of what they're doing in terms of the working towards the player avatar and how they're going to sort of do it, which is going to be amazing. The player avatar is something we've needed for so long now, and the fact we're finally getting to it and they're going to involve us during the process is going to be massive. So that's a really big post we'll look at. I'll probably do a video on that one because that's a pretty big one as well as the second one, which is going to be the Haven Hive preview. Now, this is one we will 100% be doing a video on for a couple of reasons, really, because one, it's going to give us the pre-requirements we're going to need to be able to access the area. I believe it's going to be a quest to be able to get to Haven Hive and grab the hog, the new accounts we've made to go through all the updates for this year. That is the first piece of content I've really got to throw the account into and to go and explore a new area as well. So we've got a dev diary about that as well, and hopefully just a few little teasers and a few little things for us to act on, whether it's investing or preparing ourselves mainly with quests and skill levels as well. So last week, in terms of this post, we also have the combat modernization. So if you haven't sort of experienced it or read about it or watched the video I did on it last week, the video will be in the corner, and also I'll put a link to this blog post as well for you guys to go and check out, as well as the other post we just mentioned about the overall Aura update. Now, one thing they've done and talked about quite well actually is just sort of reflecting back on this combat modernization update, which we did last week, and kind of showing us guys how it's changed the styles of which players are using. As we've seen before, Necromancy was very much a dominant kind of combat style, and it's kind of had that taken away a little bit from it. So we've got this graph below, which basically shows the 4 combat styles and what people are using. What I find more interesting is this table here. So this basically breaks down what style people were using before the update and then after release day as well. So as you can see here, Necromancy was a dominant figure. 60% of the player base were using Necromancy in terms of their combat style, and range was not really well loved. It's 7% as well. But as you can see, after March 2nd, after release day, Necromancy is down a massive percent to 37%, which is a really, really big decrease. Not only that as well, we've seen much more improvement in terms of melee. Melee seems to be the second best stat now. That's gone from 16 to 27. And then we've also got people using magic more effectively, and even range. Even though it's still a bit alarming how small a percentage it is, it has pretty much nearly doubled in terms of its increase as well. So that's really, really nice. So it's working. What they were trying to do is to get people away from Necromancy, exploring the other combat styles and stuff like that. And that's what they are doing. And then we've got this one here where it's kills by style, which is just like everything. So it's not just boss kills, it's all kills. As you see here, there's a lot more good work being done. Necromancy is down a bit more as well as the increase onto the other stats. Now, what they've also brought out this week is a brand new Invention perk. So this is going to be the Equilibrium Invention perk, which I imagine is going to be from the removal of Equilibrium. Now, what they've done for this as well is release a brand new component. So a brand new invention material. You don't get these very often, and you're going to need level 92 to be able to research this material. Now, what's more alarming from this is the kind of sort of items you're going to need to assemble. They've put this sort of components onto very big ticket items. So as you can see here, we have the Roar of Awakening, Ode to Deceit, Kopesh of Tumakan, and Eladinis, the Devourer's Guard, the Tumakan's Res Paladin's equipment, and the Tumakan's Light. So these are real big hitters in terms of components needed to make this perk. And I imagine this perk is going to be top tier because, as you can see here, the ability damage is increased by 10% plus an additional 1% per rank. which is just going to be so strong. 14% at rank 4 for your ability damage to be increased is going to be massive, and I imagine this is going to be something which is going to be in the meta of all the PVM equipment. It's probably something where you want to leave it a week to see how the bigger tier PVMers. I'm not one to be able to use this to its full capability. I want to be, but I'm just not quite there yet. But this could be a massive perk for PVM. But this should hopefully bring up the Roar of Awakening, the Ode to Deceit, because that is by far the cheapest 2 out of all of these. So it could be a good way to kind of sort of fix when they released them in the Sanctum of the Rebirth, because they released them at such a low rate, so many people got them, and the prices are nowhere near what they should be. Hopefully with this component, it should take a lot of these out of the games for those higher tier PVMers as well. Now what they've done is they're still playing around with certain things. They're still looking at trying to improve range as well. They've identified that range still has a couple of things which is making it a little bit weak compared to the style, so they are trying to address that as well. So all of these are really big improvements. So looking at Cameron Perk, the damage increase from 2.5% to 4% per rank, which is actually pretty big. When arrows have had their damage and accuracy bonuses increase as well, which is really nice. Default ammo break chance is 20% to 15. Almost all ammo now falls under a default break chance. And then they've got some other bits for that. Melee has had some slight amendments. If anything, melee's gone down. So assault's gone down to 160 to 140. Bloodlust is 160 to 180. Overpower has gone down as well as a few other things. Now this is really big. Some people would look at this and be a bit sad really, because they're seeing this as they're nerfing the melee stats. This is something which would normally have taken like 2 years to sort of gone and change. Melee would have just been sat to run wild if it was completely overpowered or broken or too strong compared to the others. But what they're doing is they're working while it's still fresh in terms of content. So they're amending it, listening to feedback, then going again, then going again, then going again. Yes, it's a little bit like we are the test subjects, but again, we're the ones who will really play with it. We're the ones who will really judge it and how good it is. And they're listening to the feedback, which is massive as well. Now, some other stuff they've changed as well is magic. The Fracture Staff of Armadale, the special attack has gone down from 80%. The special attack, the Lightning Surge damage has gone from 100% down to 80%. And the critical strike damage has gone down from 22.5 to 20%, which is a bit of a woof. And same with some of the Tumakan Resplendence. That's also gone down as well. And what I'll do is I'll put this in the description for you guys to go and read and check out, because again, there is so much here for you guys to delve in and look into as well. It's really quite a big thing. So they've also made some drop changes as well to the Sanctum of Rebirth. And this is probably something which should have happened once it was released, because I think we could all agree that it was way too common for these drops to happen. So weapon drop table on normal mode is now going from a 1 in 50 to a 1 in 75. In hard mode, a 1 in 40 to a 1 in 60 as well. So not only are they bringing these brand new components available from the weapons, which is going to drive demand, but also going to reduce the amount of times they're going to be dropped as well, which is going to save these items a little bit. Nowhere near what they should have been. Again, these items have been way too cheap for way too long, but it's nice to see that they've eventually come in and made it adjusted as well. So they've also changed some other things as well. The prayer and scripture drop is going from a 1 in 90 to a 1 in 25 in normal mode, and then in hard mode 180 to 1 in 100. The Shard of Genesis, they've improved in hard mode from a 1 in 80 to a 1 in 70. So the common changes they've done as well, Molten Glass is now turned into Extreme Necromancy 1 dose, 3 to 6, which is nice. And a Water Orb is now turned into a Fellstalk Seed as well to help with demands as well. They've fixed some of the bug fixes as well. I'm going to leave it for you guys to go and check out, because again, I don't want these videos to be a massive essay. And also as well, a lot of these things I haven't tried yet. So I'm just going to go through the posts and just sort of digest and pick out the things I think are going to be important as well. Now, a few changes they've mentioned is they're looking to make some improvements, most namely to Death Swiftness. This seems to be the one, and again, range seems to be the one they've identified as having a slight problem compared to the others. And they want to go and sort of fix it and move it forward as well, which is really nice actually, Div. It's nice they've highlighted that not everything has gone as what they wanted. There are still some things which have issues, and they're going to go and address it and fix it as well, which is nice. I'm really looking forward to how they're going to tweak range, because I think there's some ways which range can be quite a quick win. And by doing it as well, it should be really nice as well. So that is good. The marketplace is the sandwich outfit. Again, if it's something you guys want, you guys can have it there. For March, they've got some new things, which is just here as well. And they've changed the prices, or adjust the prices in terms of rune coins for all of the stuff in the marketplace as well. Notably, the free-to-play price is higher than the members price, and whether they're going to put that down as a members benefit, or whether they shouldn't, because that's not really a benefit, yeah, that's there. But all these things, like all these overrides, like warped, frozen, all these stuff, which was a very high price for the actual overrides in the Grand Exchange, you can now buy for rune coins, which, take it as you will. If you wanted to buy them without having to pay with your money though, I'm pretty sure you can convert bonds into rune coins, and bonds at the minute are under 100 mil for the first time in a long time. So If you are looking for some bonds, whether it's through membership or whatever, now can be a really good time. But me personally, I have some cash on 7-day bond, which I'm looking to go and purchase into bonds to finish that goal for a little while. But I'm going to still hold off for a little bit because I think they've got a little bit more they can go down as well. Now, there's some stuff they've hotfixed and because it was causing issues. There's some more general updates as well. There is a community section where they've got posts and stuff as well. This is actually really cool. Someone made this and put it on Reddit, but the Till Death Do Us Part by Dun Corinne, where they've done a bit of an art style on like the vampire storyline is very, very well done. We have some other YouTube stuff, other community events as well. And if you're looking to be part of the community Discord, they're really trying to push that. They're really trying to keep the Discord involved as well. So if you are looking to join that, the links are down there for you guys to go and check out. But that's basically going to be this week's update. Again, it's more of a patchy and fixy update. But the really things we're looking forward to as well is going to be the post they mentioned they're going to cover this week. So we're going to get the ability to look at the player avatar, as well as the Haven Hive update as well. So we'll be doing videos on that as well. We'll probably have a little ramble soon because there's so many things I need to catch up on because I've just been all over the place. We've got the Grand Exchange thing coming. We've also got Dungeoneering, the Premium membership, the Aura overhaul. Maybe I'll just make that into one big sort of episode. I'll go and cut some logs and we'll have a bit of a chat as well. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys think about the updates as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.